absolute is Outbreak Killer here. Now correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he die in Abba Ranger, or am I tripping?
Bow and show some respect.
Oh yeah? You can respect this dick, you wrinkly old bitch. That's my move. Where'd he go? Oh, I think I found him.
Go find some bitches, Dustin.
Man, fuck you.
Now when it comes to duos, who do you immediately think of? Some people will say Batman and Robin, Goku and Vegeta, Naruto and Sasuke, etc. But when it comes to Power Rangers or Super Sentai, the #1 duo that always joins the convo is most definitely the Thunder Brothers from Ninja Storm, or Go-Riders from Hurricane. Same thing, different country. But anywho, after a good amount of time, Mansion of Black Forces Season 2 is finally here, and we about to start the season off with a bang. More candidates, bigger mansion, and a reworked trial system. Now let's cut to the chase. Let's see if the Thunder Brothers will access a golden ticket to the mansion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Lord Genji, and let's get this trial started. Ladies and gentlemen, to start our trial of the Thunder Rangers, I need to explain how the new trials work. Instead of exhibits, I will now be using the chapter format going forward and a load counter to mark up all the crimes, just to make things a little more interesting. So without further ado, Chapter 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start this off with Chapter 1, Power of Thunder. After Lothar took his second L in the series, he'll be taking a hell of a lot more of those, don't worry. And next thing they know, the Thunder Bros pull up with the lights going in and out, showing the logos on their suits. And you can tell these boys are going to be a problem because first of all, they started ore farming with their poses the entire time they were there. And on top of the fact that they had Lothar impressed and the others shook. Now that right there is how you ore farm, leaving the HUDs in shambles and having the ops hating. Also peep the poses at the end of the shot. Absolute greatness. Now let's keep going. On top of being menaces, they're good trash talkers as well. Take a listen.
Bow and show some respect.
Oh yeah? You can respect this dick, you wrinkly old bitch.
Okay, Blake, talking shit, gang. And he's making them laugh too? Bro is truly a master of his craft. I have to give him his props. So a little while later, they shot the Rangers with their signature lightning colors and they hit one of the hardest pull-ups of all time. I mean, just look at them. Not even looking at the camera, acting all nonchalant and shit. Brother, I am on to you. But anyways, they took no time to waste and started jumping the Wind Rangers. I want you to peep this right here. There's 3 of them and 2 of the Thunder Rangers. So explain to me how in the absolute do these savages jump the Wind Rangers? Keep in mind, the Wind Rangers should have the advantage because of the extra Ranger. You see, people not thinking about this. I'm onto them. But anyways, after Blake folds Shane with the light work, no reaction, Thunder starts reverse jumping the other. And the thing I find crazy is that they were getting whooped so bad they thought it was a training exercise. Oh nah, the fade was so bad that they're in denial about it. Oh nah. Let that sink in. Yo, did it sink in? Alright, good, let's keep going. After multiple acts of robbery in the first degree, the Thunder Bros pull out the Megazord and absolutely dominate the Wind Ranger. It was so bad to the point where the Zord and the Morphers were cooked. For those who somehow don't know, yes, this is also a case of property damage. So a little while later, they broke into Ninja Ops and held Cam hostage. On top of that, they took the Sensei. Not gonna lie, for the first chapter, these boys may or may not belong on a watch list. I'm just saying. While they have the Sensei, these boys hit one of my favorite morph sequences of all time. Just take a look.
Thunderstorm! Ranger form! Power of Thunder!
Ooh, that shit was so tough. Like, bro, he got that shit on though. I swear, when it came to morph sequences, Disney was really in their bags. There will never be another tough morph sequence like this in Power Rangers ever.
Shaboing boing, get the dick out your mouth.
God damn, get off that nigga dick, bro.
Alright, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away, but let's continue. After that, the Wind Rangers have an interesting line.
Whoa! Who do we fight? Anyone not wearing a primary color?
Good plan.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but me personally, something about that has got to be kind of racist. Cause what do you mean anyone not wearing a primary color? Now I beg your black ass pardon. So after some scene skipping, the bros talk to their parents' force ghosts or spirits, same thing. They leave for a little bit to reflect on what they've done. We've reached the end of chapter 1 and here's a stat sheet on their said crimes. Chapter 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we've now reached Chapter 2, Thunder Strikes Again. So Hunter and Blake snuck into Lothor's ship to get their get-back for the parents, you know, like any other sane individual would do. That's a case of breaking and entering on a space scale, but bro is evil, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That plan turned out to be a trap, and they're back to being menaces and black forces. Or in this case, menaces and black Tims. So they pull up on the Rangers and they immediately get to the 3v2. And we all know who's gonna win. And if you think the Wind Rangers are gonna win, I'ma need for you to get off this video cause you know that's not how it works. Get the f out of here! Anyway, the way Hunter does Dustin is so disrespectful. Just look at this.
That's my move. Where'd he go? Oh, I think I found him.
Go find some bitches, Dustin.
Man, fuck you.
Damn.
Well, I'll be damned. Dustin was literally made a part of the concrete. Because this absolute menace turned to the size of an average kaiju and dapped him up so hard that he's one with the cement. After all that, they run the fade for the third or fourth time. At this point, I've lost count. But this time, it's an unmoored fight. And all I know is that they were going crazy. I mean, elite level hands were thrown that day. They all finally morphed, and the hands were still certified. It didn't matter if you were a man, woman, a lawnmower, or even a traffic light, they could still get it. Shane and Hunter pull out the blickies, and Shane lost a blicky for blicky. You hate to see it, man. After some more BS, Hunter and Blake were breaking out of the spell. Well, mainly Blake, because Hunter took the beam to make them evil again. And then Hunter started beating the piss out of Blake. No, I don't think you understand. They went from putting the Rangers in packs, now Hunter wants to put Blake in a pack. If this isn't fratricide, then I don't know anymore, because at this point, the way Hunter is putting belt to ass on everyone there, he needs to be put on a watch list. Eventually breaking out of the spell, the Rangers take down the big bad, and the Thunder Rangers join the team. That wraps up Chapter 2, and here's the stat sheet. It wasn't as heavy as the first one, but bear with me. Chapter 3. Ladies and gentlemen, you would think the video would have ended by now, but nah, we made it to Chapter 3, Ninjas vs. Dinosaurs. Now let me ask you something. Would you believe me if I told you that these boys ran the fade with the Dragon Ranger from Dino Thunder? No? To be honest, if I were you, I wouldn't believe it either. Well, guess what? It did happen, but not in the way that you'd expect, because it was a Japanese exclusive thing. You know what time it is. The gates of localization will now be open. So boom. When the villains pulled up, the Sentai teams got straight to morphing. No time wasted. So instead of doing a regular roll call, the Thunder Bros have their own roll call formation. Do you know how cold you have to be to have your own roll call that's different from everyone else's? These boys are built entirely stupid. I just noticed something. Why in the absolute is Outbreak Killer here? Now correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he die in Abba Ranger, or am I tripping? Hold on. This is literally the same guy that damn near got Super Sentai canceled. Think about that for a second. Anyways, ever since I made that Trent video months ago, until this day, I don't understand how y'all blew it up that much, but thanks for the gas. I figured I'd talk about this fight real quick, because the Thunder Bros were doing him bad. Now at first, Aubrey has the upper hand with the Speedy Gonzalez move. Now Navy wasn't going for it, so he ups the Stag Breaker and picked him up like a baby and threw him to the side like a side piece. And Crimson hits him with a sneak. Definitely learned that one from Sneak Nation. And Aubrey ups the pole on him, and it's GG's for Crimson. Psych a lot! And he hits the substitution jutsu, turning him into a kaiju-sized man, about to give these Japanese civilians PTSD. Wait, can I say that? Nah, I'll keep it in. And hits Aubrey with the Dawson treatment. Yeah. It's looking real familiar, huh? How my boy learning what cement tastes like? Bro really had him under his genjutsu. That officially wraps up Chapter 3. It was short compared to the last 2 chapters, but I still wanted to include it in the vid. So let's finally go to the stat sheet. From running the Wind Rangers fade to sneaking into bases, kidnapping twice, reverse jumping or farming, beating up Rangers from different teams, property damage, environmental damage, attempted fratricide, you name it, they probably did it. I hereby announce that the Thunder Bros now have the all-access pass to the mansion, and honestly, they deserve it. Now go ahead and name another duo from Power Rangers or Super Sentai who are just as hard. I'll wait. Exactly, because you can't. Now that about wraps up the Season 2 premiere of Mansion of Black Forces. Thanks to Spidey or Boujin for dubbing over the scenes. And for the next video, this man alone is the reason why Beyblade is that serious. So until then, I'ma catch y'all boys later. Peace.